Mom, I don't like it. I want to get off. I was a bit surprised. He had always been so brave. I was way more afraid than him when we got on. I never liked to be so high up from the ground. This will be so much fun. Zrania, he had said when we were parking the car. I had kind of hoped he would be strong for both of us. Oh, honey, I'm sorry, but we can't get off now. The ride has already started. But remember the small roller coaster in the park we went to when you were little? With the funny clown. This is just like that, only bigger. And remember how awesome it was. My son looked at me with watery eyes. Oh God, he had been so excited about this. I tried to swallow my own nervousness and keep talking to calm him down. My voice was shaking a bit, but I managed to put on a smile. It's okay, it's okay. You might feel a bit funny in your stomach. It's because of the speed and the changes in the force that pushes you. It's normal. Listen, do you hear? Other people are scared too. He looked at me with his kind blue eyes and nodded, just barely. I wanted to hug him, but my back was pressing to the seat so heavily I couldn't move enough. So was his. My eyes caught a glimpse of the sun over my son's head. The sky was so bright. I tried to ignore the metallic clanging sound and people screaming somewhere that seemed to be so far away. Oh, how I missed the ground. Then I felt a big drop on my stomach. We were going faster and faster. My son started sobbing and I tightened my grip on his hand. I thought that he would become such a handsome man someday. He would end up having a good life and marry a nice girl. Or a guy, who knows? I didn't care as long as he was happy. That's all I wanted, for him to be happy and not scared. Hey, you know what? Close your eyes. This will be over soon. I'm here. I'm not letting go. Someone behind us started to scream. I felt my blood run cold. I tried to keep my focus on the one thing that mattered, my son's hand and my calm voice that kept telling him that it was all going to be okay. Oh, he would become such a handsome man someday. But at this moment, he was just a 6-year-old boy on his first flight, going to surprise his grandparents all the way across the country. And the last thing I saw before I closed my own eyes was the second engine on fire. I am a good liar. I've been my whole life. I'm 12 years old. Or am I 13? Or 11? I'm such a good liar that I could convincingly tell you anything. It was my father who first taught me how to lie. Look them dead in the eyes, son. Don't blink or look to one side. Dead in the eyes. Speak calmly. Add in some details, ones that aren't important. That makes things more believable. So every day I concoct a new adventure to tell my classmates. They lap it up. They believe I live in the big mansion, that I only wear tatty clothes because my parents don't want me to be spoilt. They don't know that I actually live in a caravan in the field behind it. Last week I told them that my parents had taken me off to a ski resort for the weekend. We met Prince William up there. He loves skiing. I was really bad at it, but Will, he said I can call him that, said it didn't matter because he thought I was really funny. I must have fallen over right in front of him about 8 times. We're going to be invited to dinner at Windsor Castle soon. I liked that story. It's another thing my father taught me about lying. You can't always paint yourself as the hero. Sometimes you have to be bad at things. Today, I'm telling an even better lie. They opened the aquarium especially for me, I say, breathing evenly. My parents just knew that I'd always dreamed of swimming with sharks. I looked directly at them. I don't know if you've all seen, but they have those love little orange fish at the aquarium too, like Nemo. I've got a stuffed one from the gift shop, but I'll get some real ones soon. It's all in the details, the little inconsequential details. Anyway, the shark swimming went a bit wrong. The shark tried to attack me, but I fought it off. I shrug nonchalantly and bask in their awe. One girl asks if she can touch the red gash across my face. It was my father who taught me how to lie. I have to be believable when I explain away the injuries he gives me, or he'll kill me. I am a good liar, but a very bad boy. I know when my husband is cheating on me. It's funny, something like 60% of marriages end in infidelity, but you never think it'll be yours. There are so many articles on it too. How to tell. What signs to watch for. Is he spending too much time at the office? Or just working hard? Crappy episodes on daytime TV. Some silly girl sobbing as it's all revealed. These articles, shows, dramas, they're for weaker women. I knew the moment my husband didn't love me anymore. Oh, it'll start small. He'll smile more, for no reason. He'll laugh at little things she says or does, things that he would have never in a million years found funny if you said them, and it'll only get worse. His face will light up like a sun when he sees her. And he will see her. You can't stop it. She's everywhere in his life. Invasive, like a cancer, or a leech, sucking all of his attention and love away from you. And then, even worse, his friends, your friends, will notice. They'll tell you they've never seen him before like this, how happy he is. It's enough to make you sick. And finally, he'll tell you. Tell you he's never felt love like this before, that he doesn't know how he lived without her. Well, something had to be done, obviously. I love my husband. I'm not having some little temptress steal him away from me. What kind of woman would I be then? Number. So I took matters into my own hands. Thank God she's still little. I don't think I could have drowned her that easily if she could walk just yet. I died 8 years ago. It wasn't particularly tragic or unusual, just a car accident. I don't blame the man who hit me. He was speeding because his wife was in labor, and there was black ice on the road. He lost control of the car, and I lost my life. It's not his fault. I know that. I'm not cruel. I'm not vengeful. If anything, I'm the opposite. You see, I don't have any family left, and I had lost my few friends around that time. When it was time for my funeral, the only people who came was my boss and the family who killed me. The wife held her newborn daughter close to her chest. I hated my boss, and the cemetery was awfully lonely, so I followed the family home. Lily may as well have been my own flesh and blood. She was sweet and bright and oh so very small. She had trouble sleeping if someone wasn't rocking her crib, and her parents were so tired. After they put her to bed, it was easy for me to rock her crib for her. I didn't get tired. I could help her. As the years passed, Jack and Laurie realized that they weren't alone in the house. It didn't take long from there to make a connection between my funeral and when I had showed up. And I'd never been malevolent, so they weren't afraid or angry. They started to burn candles on the anniversary of my death day. They left an empty chair for meals and holidays. I really felt like a member of the family. Someone is trying to force the door. It's Laurie's ex. He's obsessive, he's angry. He's going to hurt the family. My family. The thing about ghosts is that the more offerings you get, the stronger you become. I'd been enjoying candles, trinkets, and even the occasional food item for the past 5 years. I was strong from that. The knife feels warm in my hand. A shock of heat against the ice of my skin. Laurie, Jack, and Lily are my family. I care about them, and they're not going to join me yet. It was every family's nightmare. My wife and I had the day off work, and we had taken our son out for lunch and some family bonding time. But as we approached our home, something felt off. I had a growing sense of dread the closer we got. As our house came into view, I could see that the front door was wide open. Someone had broken into our home. I told my family to wait outside in case the intruder was still inside. They obliged, and I slowly and silently made my way through our house. As I stepped into the living room, I saw broken furniture. Nothing in its correct place, just utter chaos. Was this person looking for something? Did they have malicious intent? Why our home? Why us? Next, I walked to our kitchen. The fridge had been emptied. Dishes and food were thrown all over the room. What kind of person had broken into our home? A homeless person who just needed food? If so, why had they destroyed the living room? That's when I heard it. Footsteps in the bedroom. The intruder was still in our house. I took a brief moment to be grateful that I had asked my wife and son to wait outside. It was impossible to decipher this person's motives so far. But I was about to come face to face with the person that forcefully entered our home, and I would demand answers. I crept toward the bedroom slowly, slowly. I approached the door and focused on the sliver of light slipping through the crack. I could see faint shadows dancing in the light. I raised my hand, placed it against the door, and took a deep breath, readying myself for whatever may be on the other side. I pushed the door open and stepped through the threshold with authority. I couldn't believe my eyes. I actually rubbed my hands over them, thinking I was imagining things. There, in my son's bed, was a young girl with curly blonde hair. She stared at me with wide eyes. She must have been terrified. I must have been a few feet taller and at least 100 pounds heavier than her. I must have been a sight to see for that little girl. But she should have considered that before breaking into my home. I called my wife and son to see what I found. "Is that a human, Papa?" "Why, yes it is, baby bear. That's dinner."